What if I told you that in a country at war, you could find some of the best coffee you've ever had? That's Ukraine for you. It's a place full of surprises, far beyond the headlines of conflict. I came here expecting to see a nation on its knees. Instead, I found a country standing tall, brewing incredible coffee, and living with a spirit that's hard to describe. Ukraine is the biggest country entirely within Europe, with a population of around 43 million before the 2022 invasion. Its vast fields, ancient forests, and fairy tale cities have always made it a target for powerful neighbors. The war with Russia is just the latest chapter in a centuries-long struggle for identity. But the conflict didn't start in 2022. It's been simmering since 2014, part of a much longer fight for independence. Despite the weight of history, there's an incredible sense of unity and determination here. My mission: to show you the Ukraine I've seen, where people fall in love, start businesses, and argue about the best way to make borscht. It's a country fighting for its future while building it day by day. There's so much more to see than you think. This is Ukraine, a nation that refuses to be defined by just one story. Let's look beyond the headlines. Come see the real Ukraine. To understand Ukraine, you need to know it's been the crossroads of empires for centuries. Mongols, Poles, Ottomans. Everyone tried to rule this land, shaping a fiercely protective national identity. The 20th century was brutal. The Holodomor famine killed millions, and the Soviet era tried to erase Ukrainian language and culture. Chernobyl in 1986 was another trauma, exposing the dangers of unchecked power. In 1991, Ukraine finally declared independence as the Soviet Union collapsed, a moment of triumph, but Russia never fully let go. The modern conflict began in 2014 and exploded in 2022, the latest fight in a long war for independence. Language became a symbol of resistance. More people now speak Ukrainian as a matter of principle. The struggle isn't just about borders, it's about survival, identity, and the right to exist. Every chapter of Ukraine's history is written in resilience. That's the backstory to everything happening now. Ukraine's fight is for its very soul, and that's how we got here. The past is never far away, but the future is being written every day. Ukraine's rich black soil, Chernobyl, makes it the breadbasket of Europe. Massive wheat fields, cornfields, sunflower fields feed millions and have made the land a prize for invaders. But it's not just farming. Ukraine has huge reserves of iron ore, coal, and minerals, like manganese and lithium. This natural wealth is both a blessing and a curse, fueling prosperity and conflict. The landscape is stunningly diverse: endless fields, the Carpathian Mountains, and the mighty Dnieper River. These features shape not just the scenery, but the national character. Ukrainians are deeply connected to their land. It's personal, not abstract. The soil, rivers, and forests are part of their identity. This connection fuels their determination to protect their home. It's the foundation of their strength. When you fight for your land, you fight differently. That's what makes Ukraine unique. The land is their legacy and their future. I've based myself in Lviv, a city in western Ukraine that feels like a sanctuary. Lviv's beautiful architecture, cobblestone streets, grand cathedrals, pastel townhouses, reflects its Austro-Hungarian past. The city center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, more Vienna than Soviet. Lviv isn't just a museum, it's alive and growing, with new cafes, tech hubs, and creative spaces popping up everywhere. The city has become a haven for people and businesses fleeing the war-torn east and south. There's a real energy here, a paradoxical boom in the middle of crisis. For visitors, it's affordable, but for locals, rising rents and economic strain are daily challenges. Even in this beautiful city, the war's impact is felt. Lviv is the cultural and spiritual heart of wartime Ukraine. It's a place where history and hope meet. The city stands as a symbol of resilience. Life goes on, even in the shadow of war. In Lviv, the war is never far away. Air raid sirens can sound at any moment, a chilling reminder of the conflict. Locals have adapted, checking their phones, sometimes carrying on with their day, a surreal new normal. Soldiers are everywhere, their presence a constant reminder of sacrifice. There's deep respect for them, free coffee, quiet nods, and gratitude. On the surface, the city is vibrant. Cafes full, music in the streets, people living defiantly. But beneath, there's anxiety and grief. Every family knows someone affected by the war. The military cemetery grows each week, a silent testament to loss. Lviv's population has swelled with people fleeing the fighting, internally displaced persons starting over. Integrating newcomers is a challenge, but it brings new energy and skills. The city's mood is a mix of resilience and sorrow. Life continues, but the trauma is shared by all. Even here, the war shapes every day. Yet people choose to live fully, as an act of defiance. That's the spirit of Lviv. Lviv's vibe is a blend of old-world European charm and fierce modern Ukrainian identity. Ukrainian language and culture thrive here. It's the default, a statement of independence. The city is obsessed with coffee. Cafes are everywhere, serving as social hubs and creative spaces. Coffee isn't just a drink, it's a ritual, a way to savor the moment. Art and literature are everywhere. Festivals, bookshops, and live music continue, even during war. Culture is seen as essential, not a luxury, a way to nurture the soul when the body is under attack. There's a lightness to dark humor, themed restaurants, and a resilient spirit. People laugh in the face of adversity, finding joy where they can. Lviv's mix of history, art, and humor makes it captivating. The city has seen it all and keeps smiling. Here, culture is resistance. The vibe is unforgettable. Lviv is the heart that keeps beating. What's the difference between Ukrainians and Russians? Despite shared roots, their paths have diverged for centuries. Ukrainian culture is individualistic and bottom-up, skeptical of authority, quick to rise up against leaders. Russian culture tends to be more top-down, valuing strong central power. Ukrainians prefer messy democracy to orderly dictatorship, a key difference fueling the current conflict. Language matters. Ukrainian and Russian are related but distinct, and speaking Ukrainian is now a symbol of resistance. Decades of Soviet rule tried to suppress Ukrainian identity, but today more people are switching to Ukrainian by choice. Culturally, Ukrainians see themselves as emotional, creative, and deeply connected to the land. Russians are often seen as more stoic and fatalistic. These are generalizations, but they reflect different national experiences. Ukrainians see themselves as a separate nation with a unique culture and history. The idea that they're one people is not just wrong, it's the ideology fueling the war. Ukraine's identity is its own. What are Ukrainians like? Hardworking, practical, and deeply emotional. Generations of hardship have made them resourceful and self-reliant. If the state can't solve a problem, the people will. Volunteerism is everywhere. Ukrainians are direct, sometimes reserved, but value sincerity over small talk. Once you break through, they're warm and generous. If you're invited into a home, you'll be treated like family. When visiting, avoid deep political debates. Focus on personal stories, culture, and daily life. Show genuine interest, not just curiosity about the war. Ukrainians feel things deeply, joy, sorrow, anger, and aren't afraid to show it. This emotional honesty is refreshing and visible in their art, music, and conversations. Their love for their homeland is fierce and openly expressed. It's this emotional core that fuels their resilience. The people are Ukraine's greatest strength. Their spirit is unbreakable. As I wrap up, what stands out most is the spirit of Ukraine. It's in the laughter during air raids, the old woman selling flowers, the young coder in a bomb shelter. This is a country that's endured invasion, famine, and disaster, and still stands tall. Ukrainians have held on to their culture, language, and identity with iron resolve. Their strength is quiet, everyday courage. Ukraine's beauty is in its landscapes, but its soul is in its people. They fight not just for territory, but for the right to be themselves and choose their future. They're fighting for values many take for granted. So think of Ukraine as more than a war zone. Think of the coffee, the architecture, the culture, and above all, the people. In the face of darkness, they choose to be a light. The human spirit fighting for what it loves is unstoppable. That's the real story of Ukraine. Slava Ukraini.